What is happening, everybody? Oh my goodness, I got so tied up in Pete's channel. And then my internet went on a brink. Oh well, that's the breaks. Those are what happens. What's up, Ben Dave? Can you hear me, buddy? Richard, what's happening? I do not have my iPad here. I had it. Let me get up and look for it. I may have taken it in the other room to charge it. Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? I am It's just going to be fantastic. All right, I found the iPad. So what I don't have control is my other camera. It's a little dark. Yeah, I sound good. Thank you. Appreciate that, Dave. Bring up my chat here. We hope everybody's having a good. This is Pin Talk Take 2. Take 2. And my volume is a little loud. So we're going to turn that down a bit. Because I don't need to hear myself. Hey, Katie, what's going on? All right, so where did we stop? We stopped with that pin right there. And I got my mic is muted, which is okie dokie. Yeah, I didn't get the stream out to Facebook because I was 10 minutes late. What are you going to do? Can't be everywhere all at once. So, all right, so what I did on my earlier one, what's up with my picture? That's odd. I'm going to check that out. My picture looks a little fuzzy. With the iPad. Check my, go into advanced, 1080p. Oh, that's much better. Cool. Okay. So let's pick up where we left off. And then I brought a couple extra toys. I got my batteries hanging here. I got wires everywhere. This is all right, so we're going to check this out. Boom. All right. So what I learned earlier was takes out my voice. But if I take me out, unmute. There we go. All right. And now you can see me here, but I'm not very well lit. So we'll just turn the lighter off. That's very professional. Well, thank you all for coming in. So we're going to zip through a bunch of pins that I collected, and I found my other pointer, and I found my other magnifying glass. So let's say hello to chat. get my other. Looking for my other lens cleaner. Okay, so Jonathan Chong, welcome. Let me start at the top. Space Mountain Dave, good to see you, Dave. Bloomin' Cheesa. Richard, how are you? Whether or not with Jesse. Oh, thanks, Jess. I appreciate it. I think I'm good, but your presence is always appreciated. Space Mountain Dave, Katie Y. And everybody give some love definitely to Jess. She helped me out. Oh my gosh, that was so earlier. She helped me out. And the other night, she produced my baking show. She did a phenomenal job. Give her some love. And until I can start saying it right, I'm still going to say it. It's Duke Mom. What's up? Just want to say hello. And like for calling in, like, oh, and then she's put it in there for me. It's Duquesne Duke Mom. Thank you. Or DDM or Duke Mom. She's so amazing. Who jumped in here? Okay. Thank you. And I added KY as my technical, artistic, digital producer. Put it that way. So that's a good title. I'll work something out. But she's fantastic. She's doing a great job. All right, so you can see me. Kind of looks weird though. I don't know why. Anyway, you can still see me. I have it on the wrong frame. And maybe I'll mess with it later. All right, so this is one of my Blackfire Outposts. And Blackfire Outpost, the nice thing about big pins, as we were talking about earlier, is you can really see, the dates. But when you get into small pins, you can't at all. I picked up these at Cast Connection. 25 years running. To run Disney. 2022 half marathon. Got Donald on one side, Daisy on the other. It's got 2 pin holders on it, and it has a really cool lanyard. And it says Disney World Half Marathon. I did not run the half marathon, but one day I will. So I've got that, and I've got the one Dopey. And Dopey's cool because he swings back and forth. Like he's running. And this one says, well, actually both of them are, but this one has 50th anniversary. So that's pretty cool. I like that. They're limited release, but not limited edition. Does it say the 50th on it? Yes. Right there. And it has the castle with the 50th. And then it has the 50th on there. That's awesome. I love those. Traded for those. This is part of this set. And this is the villains, and then in the shadow or outline, it has who they're a villain for. Well, you got the Evil Queen and Snow White, and we have Jafar and King Prince Ali. We have the coffee cup. And Goofy. That's the only one I have of that. I don't like that. I'm going to do something here. Pardon me. Take a quick pause. we go. Multitasking at its best. I don't know if you guys are looking over my shoulder or not. There we go. Oh, I disagree, Jess. Jess posted this. You're special to me. All right. That's back to work. Back to work. So the thing that made me think that this was possible with Scrapper is that it has some rough edges. So is it maybe? I mean, but I like it. So hang on to that. We have some BFFs. That's a cool one. And his shoes are down here. You flip it over. We're going to check the date. (2005). And again, smooth. And then you have both of your small little, let's call them little pins, and that's going to connect to your fabric so it doesn't spin around. But that one, I don't know what that's from. Hang on a second. We just had a pretty cool. I shared your pin collector streams with a new Pelican and it helped them out tremendously. Thanks for doing that. Oh, that's fantastic. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. That's what the community is about. So share it out, stream it out. Don't know what this was to. This is a new pin. So find a date. You're like, actually, well, I turn that one off because it may be a little weird. Smooth this up. So let's see the date. It's really really hard. They're making this part so small, guys. You just can't hesitate. Figment, Hidden Mickey. Again, the metal not cleaned in between. It's really small. Might be a scrapper. Figment eyes. This is cleaner all the way around the edge. This is an older pen. Again, can't say it's too small. Haunted Mansion pen. Now you wait till you see how small it is on this. That's tiny. It's right there. And that is super small. But it said limited release, so it's not an open end. And open end pens, they're just gonna keep making them. This is limited release, so when they're gone, they're gone. But something this does have. This has the new. Let's wait till it comes up here. All right, so this has the new. I'm gonna zoom in this way, maybe. There you go. You can see it better there. This is the new Disney Parks logo. And this is the old, authentic Disney trading pins. Limited release. And that says limited edition. I don't know. Mine's are Japanese. I'll hang on this. And this is the number. We're talking about that. There's your code number. That's the code number you use if you get on some of these trading pin sites and you put that number in. You can look up how old it is. This is the new book series. Is this the new book series or old book series? They're very detailed. Well, they're detailed like that because they have to keep the counterfeiters away. Chris's eyes are bad. That's a 2019. So we're going to take the headset off because it's bugging me. And then I need to send this out. Oh, check. There we go. Just block that. Richard. Richard, if you wanted to come in and show us your pins, you can do that. I just sent you the link, bud. I wanted to invite somebody else was talking about how much they liked pins. And I was thinking about inviting them, but it is late and people do have to work, I guess, tomorrow. But anyway, I digress. I digress. If I do it, if somebody comes in, I'll just have to put my headset back on. I'm going to feedback. All right, so scrolling right along. I like this. And again, you have your number down here. You know, keeps the counterfeiters. This is a ribbon series. There's 2 of 6 in this series. This is from Animal Kingdom. This is how it looks on the bathroom doors. That's a bathroom door. Oh, let me bring my zoom down a little bit. That's the bathroom door for women. There's on the door. There's your hidden Mickey, and I know that's a good one. All right, so we're gonna push those away. We're gonna stroll through a couple of these that I picked up. So, good night, Dave. Fighting a severe cold. Wow, I appreciate that, Dave. I hope you feel better, buddy. Feed a cold, starve a cold, feed a fever. So fluids, dude. Fluids. All right, Disney Cruise Line 2020. I picked this one up at Cast Connection. Cast Connection. That's what I paid for that. It's a Disney Cruise Line pen. This limited edition Festival of the Arts this year. Just bring this back. Yeah, oh, there we go. Festival of the Arts. This camera is working really good today. When the Eternals pen came out, I got the Eternals pen from Marvel. Hey, guess where I got it? Cast Connection price? Burger price. Ooh. Well, I guess you're doing a lot of business up there, but be careful. Be careful there, Richard. I don't know what part of New York, but congratulations. That's a 2021 Happy Halloween limited edition. And this is a Disney Vacation Club member pen. We're just going to keep on strolling. This is a Princess Tea Party set. This is the Beauty and the Beast one. I like this one, so I picked it up. I don't want to do over doubles that I did yesterday. So here's our Blizzard Beach pen. It's a 25-year Blizzard Beach pen limited edition. I liked it. I thought it was really cool. And again, you know, when we go to look, we're gonna do this probably for another 10 minutes. Alexa, set a 10-minute timer.
10 minutes, starting now.
So, as I'll forget, I'll just keep on rolling. This is a Festival of the Arts pen 2022, of course, with Figman. It's a limited release, not limited edition, but he moves. Look at that. He moves back and forth. That is so cool. I really like this pen. And some of these pens are pricey, guys. I'm not gonna kid you. Some of these pens are pricey. This I know. Oh, this is not a Cast Connection pen. But I know I did buy some Cast Connection pens. All right, this is a limited edition. I like me some Monsters Inc. And we have, of course, Mike Wazowski and Randall and the Laugh Container. And this is Boo's Door. So who else would be in Boo's Door? See, and with these opened, you gotta be really careful with the way you open them. Because you don't want to snap the hinges. I don't even think they're made to be open. But who we got in there? Sully and Boo. La 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 la. And then on the backside of the door right here, it says 20 years. 2001 to 2021. This is a limited edition of. That's funny, Jess. That is really funny. So on the back of LEs, they're going to tell you what they're limited edition to. So the phone's been working really well today, so we'll just use its zoom. And look at that. That's a limited edition to 3,000. Now you take into consideration how many people go to Magic Kingdom, go to Hollywood Studios, go to Epcot, and go to Animal Kingdom on a daily basis. How long do you think 3,000 pens last? Depending on when they send them out. Here's another one of our Festival of the Arts 2022 limited release. Again, limited release. This one's really cool because it put a coating over top of Spaceship Earth, like clear plastic, and then it has, of course, Figment in a nice frame. I really like that. And that's really cool. He came out with an Evil Pin series. These are two of the Artfully Evil pins, and these are limited editions. This is King John. And I forget what the snake's name is. And these were 20 each. We are careful. Thank you, Marinelle. In East Harlem, unboxing yesterday and today. Now, is this permanent, Richard? Did you leave the West Coast? Did you leave the West Coast behind? This is a limited edition 3000. Hey, Chris, welcome aboard. Good to see you. You guys did really well tonight. I had to run away because I had to get started late here. You want to jump in? You may be tired just from your whole day, but I'll throw you. If you wanted to jump in and talk pens or show pens, I sent you the link. You could jump in. Yeah, I like this series too. I got a bunch of other ones, but they're kind of packed away. Yeah, these are 3000. 3000 in addition. Oh, here's another one. Ursula. That's funny. I'm a permanent bi-coastal, keeping my Seattle. All right, well, hopefully you'll be staying more on this side, and that way your trips to Disney won't be as long and as far apart. All right, those we looked at yesterday. Those we looked at yesterday. Those we looked at yesterday. Oh, those we looked at yesterday. All these we looked at. Okay, so if we did all those, that only means one thing.
Hey, buddy.
We'll break out another box. All right, let me get my headphones back on. Welcome to the stream, Chris.
Hi, buddy. How you doing?
Good.
I don't know how long I'll stay, but
Just if you pop in and say hello, I appreciate that. That's good.
I didn't know if you knew it or not, but there's a bunch of pins on sale on Shop Disney now.
Oh my gosh. Which one?
So that Goofy 90th anniversary box set is included.
In a sale?
Yes.
Oh boy.
If you spend $100, over $100, you get 20% off. If you spend $150 or more, you get 25% off.
It's not hard to do, is it?
No, it's not hard. Not with pins and blind boxes.
I like the blind boxes.
I love the blind boxes. They're fun.
Yep. Sorry, I'm making noise here. On the right side of this. Yep. So,
Did you get any of the Guardians pins from today?
you want to know when I found out about that?
What's that?
When VP stopped in on my first stream, and he and I were talking, and he showed them to me. That's when I found out. Nope, not a one. Actually, the one limited edition pin, it didn't look that hot.
Oh, that's a nice key.
Yeah. I can't remember where I picked that up, but I liked it.
And that's a pin
Oh.
too. Yeah, it's a pin too.
That's where I picked it
Nice.
up. Cast Connection.
I like
It was
that.
50. It was 55, and I got it for $26.99, and then 10% off that.
That is so cool.
Limited edition 1000. So when I make my key frame for all my key pins that'll go on it, he showed me the silhouette pin, and he said it was the only limited edition pin he came out with. I was like, I wasn't impressed.
Nick, I don't know when the super will arrive, but it'll get here when it's supposed to. I was lucky enough to get the cassette one that flipped open for the pass holder exclusive.
That one I like.
And I was lucky enough to snag one of those mini jumbos too.
I'm interested in the shirt.
Yeah, I haven't seen the shirt.
It's a pass holder shirt, and it was really cool. So this
There were a bunch of other pins, open edition pins they had too that looked pretty interesting.
Were they nicer than the LE?
I don't know. One of them was the Guardians logo, so the little like the badge that they wear with the star burst.
I like that.
Looked cool. I didn't get a good look at the other ones, to be honest.
And those are, especially when it's something special like that, I'd like to be there to look at it. Like when Gonzo did Ratatouille.
Yeah.
And he showed me something I liked it, but then when I got it, it was like, no.
I got a new one the other day, and I don't even know what I did with it. That's bad. I have so many pins, I don't even know what I do with them now.
Now I have a T-shirt like this pin.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So this is one of my. I redesigned landers, and I'll be showing how to do this and teaching people how to do this. And then you just load them down with pins, and as you can see, I got a bunch on here.
Do you use the locking backs on yours? I should have looked when you had it backwards.
I do. Alexa, stop. I do if I'm going out to the parks. My lanyards that I wear are all locked on. Let's grab this one. This is my Magic Kingdom lanyard. Let's just push this away.
Oh, nice. I love those.
I love this.
That one's so cool.
Yeah, let me
I've seen that one.
if you all could read that. If not, I'll read it. See if it refocuses. Okay, I don't think so. So I'm going to read it. It says, I thank America for the right to live and raise my family under the flag of under the flag of tolerance, democracy, and freedom, Walt Disney. And I love that bit. And I don't even know what year it's from. It's locked in 2002.
Yeah.
So it's 20. That pin is 20 years old. I like this. That's a team member pin from Disneyland.
Nice.
Teamwork, achievement, teamwork, enrichment, achievement and morale. That'd be nice. That's a hidden Mickey one.
That one, yeah, that's cool.
I like that. And this pin,
That's an old one.
this is a really old one. And when they make the pins now, they try to make them without like pinch points or points. And he's got a tail.
Yeah.
If I can.
Yeah, because I've got one in a similar pose like that. He does not have a tail.
2000. It's the first year. And then these are, I like these hats.
I like that Donald.
Yeah,
You can't
he's-
see the
he's
bottom
wearing a
row,
hat.
Baker.
I'm sorry?
Can't see the bottom row.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. Well, those are nice.
And I've got a couple of these. Now, some of these came out as duplicates, so you just have to be careful that all of whatever they melt in here it's flat sometimes. Now, this one here, it had a divot in her ear, but all the ones that I've collected ones since then are all like that. So I'm guessing that's just was a flaw. And this is the hat with the castle. And Donald's got his on. And I had never found one for Goofy, so I just put it on like a.
I like that.
What about me?
I like that.
And there's a Heritage pin. These are a lanyard series. These came on lanyards.
What is that one,
believe-
Baker?
I think this is a Haunted Mansion.
Okay.
And the peace pin and Dumbo. That's old Dumbo.
Mm-hmm.
This is the
That's
Divine.
beautiful.
That's the Divine series.
That's nice.
And this is an old Thumper. And then you have Castaway,
Mm-hmm.
Cruise Line. Then you have Top Hat Mickey. That's old one. And then you have the Swedish Chef.
Mercy.
Yeah, he's fun. And then when I could keep going on now, what I did is, again, I'll show you, but I literally took a wide lanyard and did work with it, and then I just started putting pins on it.
And the wide lanyards, you can get those themed to Pirates, to Haunted
Yes.
Mansion. There's several different versions of those wide ones.
Yes, this is a Pirates. And if you notice, I tried to keep the sets together of the ones that I thought I had. This series I really like. This is one of my favorite pins of the series. And let's see, I'm going to zoom in on the Fireman Mickey. Now that set, he does not go with this set. That set is him and Donald, Goofy, and Pluto.
Mm-hmm.
But he's the only one I've found so far. So what I just did is I was like, all right, this is going to be a Mickey lanyard. Now the reason they're all upside down is because I had them in a Ziploc bag and they were packed away. Oh, there we go.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We lost the phone.
Okay. I'll bring it back.
Welcome in, Ann.
Ann came. That's why I lost it.
Ann asked, was that Divine like from Animal Kingdom?
Yes.
I didn't know they'd done a series of that. That's cool.
I got that. Oh, there we go. I got that on a trade. Let's go back. I want to look at it. Help me remember. Oh, is it behind me? Gosh, how at least 8 years ago.
Wow.
And again, what I always say is, whatever makes me smile and I haven't seen it, I go trade for it.
I'm the same way.
But you could have been across a park and seen pins on lanyards, and I would haul my butt across to knock down. No, I wouldn't knock down old ladies. No.
So and this is on a Pirates of the Caribbean lanyard.
It is. And I
That's
can
cool.
show you. I have a couple of this. I just traded this the other day.
These new dollars.
And I have a
Nice.
I have a goofy one somewhere that VP gave me.
I like that
Oh,
Mickey one with the little banner across. Yeah, they
Isn't that
came out
nice?
with one Donald and a Goofy similar to that in the
Yes.
same type style.
Yeah.
I have never seen the Mickey one though. That's nice.
And I like it because it says the King of Cheers.
Yeah.
And then friends of ours, Rick and Karen, for my birthday, 1 year
I
gave me
like that one.
Sorcerer Mickey. You find him sometimes in a trade, but he
Mhm.
doesn't have his hat.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice with the reel, the film
film.
reel.
Isn't that
Yeah.
nice? That's cool. I like that one. And here's something that's gonna look. There's nothing.
There's nothing there.
There's
Just
nothing.
Disney copyright.
That's it. But it's definitely a Disney pin.
Yep.
And that's before they started doing
Pin trade.
pin trading. Were these were lapels, and a lot of the early pins. Richard Blue and Cheese, he just picked up a whole bag of pins at a Goodwill
Mm-hmm.
for I think $15. He got like 35 pins,
Hey Debbie, welcome in.
and he said that his don't have dates on them either. Hey Deb, welcome. Annie, it's good to see you.
You know, Baker, I just noticed this week the pins I bought from my last trip a month and a half ago. I still haven't. They're still in the bag. I haven't put them up yet or boarded them or anything yet.
Then we got to talk.
Yeah. It's
Because that's what we were talking about that earlier. What do you look what Yanni does? You know, all
Yeah.
those bags, but pins are different.
and I have
Yeah, I'm
boards
not
I
sure
mean to
about that.
put up like in my background here, and I just haven't got it done.
Well,
Black.
I will tell you, I went to Home Depot to look for picture
Mhm.
hanging those things you nail onto the wall. Don't go there. Go to
Yeah.
Amazon. They're almost 50% cheaper. on
That's usually
Amazon.
where I get mine is off Amazon.
Yeah.
Good night, Duke Mom.
Good night, Big Mom. Good to see you. Thank you, DDM. I like this series. Get my pointer. My pins are continuing to fall off of here. I'll just throw them back in. Oh, I had a pointer. Underneath. There it is. I don't know what the series was called, but I liked it.
Is that cheese?
That's cheese.
And then the one above it's fruit.
Yep. And then one above it is
Rain.
Fred Astaire or Danny Kaye. Well, Singing in the Rain.
Nice.
And there's a couple more that I have collected since I made this, but I haven't had a chance to put it on yet.
That was one of my favorite scenes in The Great Movie Ride. I always think of The Great Movie Ride when I think of that.
Yep. And every time we would go down Hollywood Boulevard, well, whatever that was in Hollywood Studios, they
Mhm.
had the pole there with the umbrella.
Yeah.
And if you grab the umbrella and pushed on the foot peg with one foot, you could put your other arm and leg out, and rain would come down from the top of the umbrella like it was raining. That was so much fun. We got our kids pictures of doing that. And again, these were a lanyard series, and I got so many of them. I'm like, oh, I'll put them on, and they just have different colored backgrounds. Mickey's yelling out.
Yeah.
There's the golfing ones. I like those. this is a series, the lanyard series, but Minnie and Donald and Goofy and Pluto. This pin I liked, and it's old, and I don't. It has a date. I think it was 2001, but I didn't think it was legit because it's kind of. Let's zoom in a little bit. The enamel's kind of dipped. See that?
Yeah.
But I talked
Not
to
even.
somebody, and he's like, "No, that's legit." And
You
this one's
see that a
fun.
lot with like the Loungefly will do pin sets once sometimes, and they'll have dips like that. A lot of other not Disney made ones will have that kind of soft enamel like that.
Yeah, and you have to be careful. And like I said, some of the pins that I bought, before I was associated with Disney, I bought them all off eBay.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'll be honest. When I first started with my kids, I ordered some off of there, and I quickly realized the quality that you get when you do that.
Yep. But the only reason I would buy them is I'd take them to parks and trade them.
Yeah.
When you're trading in 6-7 days, I was trading at the end 800 pins.
And I'm not going to lie, there were a few that I have that I know are scrappers, but I really like the pin and I keep it.
I do the same thing.
I don't have another one like it. I haven't found an authentic one like it. And I think it's really cool pin. I've got one of his name's left me. The dog from Nightmare Before Christmas. Zero. Thank you. Yeah. And it's hard to find a lot of pins with just Zero on it. And I've got one, and I kept it because I really like Zero.
I have an issue with this cam. And I'm going to disconnect it real quick and reset.
Yes, and Zero. Thank you. I got into this series when I was down there, Baker. And this is totally unlike what I would normally collect. But for some reason, I love this series. And it's the botanical series that are flowers, and then they slide open to have the princess on the inside.
I looked over some of those the other day. I'm like, I like how the magnets hold the flower up.
The magnets hold them really well, and I love that the colors around them are like really iridescent and they pop a lot. You can see it a lot better in person, but a lot of them are in different tones. So like the Belle one is a rose gold, and I just, for some reason, I really doesn't look like something I would normally collect, but I really like that series.
And that's what makes it special. It really does.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be better. Let me put in I'm using my GoPro. I'm testing. I figure as I keep learning how to do this, I'll keep just testing myself. And know what works. What can I use that I have without going out and buying anything more?
Yeah.
I'd rather buy the equipment that use the equipment that I have.
You could take me off full screen.
Okay, sorry. Right. I learned how to do that today.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Grab my bag of pins.
And this is the one, like you saw your flower set. This is the set that I saw. But the first one I saw, was my brain's altering. See, that sound you all are hearing is not a good sound.
Right?
That's just piles.
Pins.
That's not good. So somebody, I forget who said something. Somebody said, you said you have over 9,000 pins. And I said, I do. And they
So
said, so
here
if
is
you,
the Bell rose gold one. And
oh, that's pretty.
Bell on the
Man,
inside.
super shiny.
Are.
That's so
There we
pretty.
go.
I love that red background.
Yeah. And then there's the
Did you look at the comments?
hey Gonzo.
What's up, Gonzo?
This sunflower is Pocahontas. We'll focus.
And those are detailed.
They really are. I first saw them and I was like, and then I opened it up, got to open one up, and I was like, man, I really like these.
I love you too,
this
Gonzo.
one-
Have fun working hard. They are so pretty.
Focus.
Oh, look at that. You know what I found when I'm using my ring lights? I just bring the intensity down a little bit.
Yeah.
And you know how you have those 3 different settings? You can have it's like a bluish,
Mm-hmm.
like a tannish. I change it sometimes over to tannish.
Yeah.
And it helps.
That's what I've got this one on.
Yeah, I like that. But anyway, I don't know where she went, but this is.
Those are nice.
But look how shiny that is.
It's like a mirror on the inside.
It
How
is.
polished those are.
I got that one, and of course my buddy Pinocchio.
Yeah. Our buddy Steve was big into this series.
I really like those.
Those are nice.
But I'm not getting out to the parks as much as I'd like.
Hey Jess. Guess
What? Hey Jess. All right, so we were talking about what landmarks. Oops. That's not a good sign either. When you open up a suitcase and they fall out. All right, so. Oh, wait, let me switch myself over. So this is a lanyard. And see if I have one in
they Velcro at the bottom, don't they?
Yes. Right, we're gonna do some show and tell here then, because I got a couple that I can show that I've already started working on. Okay, so this is when you buy them. They have a Velcro strip here and here, and then they Velcro. Right, and this one says I'm reversible. So then when you put it on, and then you have your biz. Okay. What I did is I took one of these, and I'm going to switch to my other camera so I can show you. I wish I would have hooked up my microphone tonight, but I didn't. I have 2 of them here. These were, when I bought these, they were $12.99.
Mm-hmm.
And the Velcro is stitched on.
Yeah.
So the fabric goes over the ring and that's stitched on. Okay. So this is actually one like that too. So what I did is I took a razor blade. Let's see, I got one right here.
Got the
If you're
stitching.
not good with a razor blade, that one's already finished. What you do is you just start on one end, hold it back, and just feel for the thread. And just once you get the thread cut a little bit, then it'll just start coming off.
So why do you take this apart then, Baker?
Okay, good question. Love it. All right, so say I did that and that's done. Okay. Now you
It says,
have.
please don't cut yourself.
Now you have. I won't. Now you have this. All right. So here's some of the thread that was still on. All right, and it was stitched here, so you can see where it was stitched across here. And this didn't fold that way; it folded this way. No, yeah, it did fold this way. All right. So then what I do is I go to the other end. I do the exact same thing. And I take it off. So
now you just have a long strip of fabric.
But the reason I took off both ends is because they waste too much fabric, and I needed more fabric to hang pins. So what I would do is I would put my ring back on. It's at the bottom. Okay, see if that's it. I would put the ring back on. I would just bring this over just enough. Okay, I get my hot glue gun. Let's go into this one. There we go. I'm just going to show you because this one is complete.
If you're playing alone at home, this seems like a lot of work for an inch.
Yeah, well, no. All right, so now this one here, I cheated just a little bit. I just took the ring off. I took 2 pair of pliers, bent it, and I slid the ring off. Because what I found, if I go to Home Depot and I get a piece of oak rod, okay, I think I was getting them there about 2 or 3 feet. This was slide right over that oak rod. Perfect. And then it would hang. And then I could take the oak rod and I could put holders in the wall that would hold the oak rod.
So you do pin. I got you.
And I just lay them across. Yep. Now for the bottom, I haven't finished this one yet because I'm still working on it. I'll cut this off. Then
so instead of making them wearable, you're making them wall hangers.
That's exactly what I did. Yep. And
says agree, but every inch counts. I guess if size matters for you.
It does.
I guess
there you go. Hey, the Mickey, that Mickey lanyard has 82 pins on it. The one I showed earlier. So, and this is how I'll, again, showing people how to display their pins.
Yeah.
How I display them. I mean, why not? So, let's see, shrink this down just a bit.
Now, do you have any that currently hang like that, Baker?
Yes.
Have you noticed if they like sag at all over time? Just wondering.
The rod?
No, like the fabric or the pin.
No. And I'm going to show you why. Let me find. So when I first, Chris, my gosh, look at how you work with your videos, and you you do it, and then you sit back and you watch,
Mm-hmm.
and then you work on it for 4 more hours. Am I
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Yep. Same thing. And I don't. Now I'm at the point now where, what's okay? So the first rod I got, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had 8 going across. Some had heavier pins than others. So what I did is I took
You need to read Ann's comment.
like teacups. Oh geez. Now we're talking about sex. That's hilarious. Thanks, Jess. So Jess is on the other side, Chris.
Thank you, Jess.
I noticed when I took over my son's room, I put, like it has a wall screw on it, but it'll like hold a teacup. It's like a half circle.
Okay. Yeah.
And they sell them. And so I use those. And what I found out was I needed more than 2. I needed literally like 6 going across, because if one lanyard was heavier than the other, it would start pulling down even an oak wood dowel. So then what I did is I said, okay, well, 6, 8 is too much. I would make an oak dowel fry for just for 3. And then to support and hang it, I used a gold rope that I got at a fabric store.
Mhm.
And I drilled out a little bit of the rod. And then I, using about, I think it was a 1/4 inch drill bit, I went about 1/2 inch into the side of the rod, 1/2 inch into the side of the rod. And I'll show this when I make them. And then I took a really small drill bit and went down through the top of the rod. So what I would do is I put hot glue on the rope, and I would twist it into the rod,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would push a little tiny nail or brass brad right down through the top, so it wouldn't come out.
Jonathan mentioned a backer board would help with the sagging of the fabric. What I was thinking was, so I used to work in a frame shop. They sell adhesive foam core, and I was thinking you could cut a strip of foam core just to run down the center of the back that your pen could then push through, but then would also help with that fabric and not keeping it sagging.
Yep, that's a good idea. I like that. Okay, so this is, all right, this is my pirate lanyard. So this one's complete, and this is what the back of it looks like after I hot glued it. So I took that fabric, rolled it over with this on, and hot glued it, and then just held it. And then to keep it taut, I put one of these guys on there. So when you hang it, and these are all pirate pins. And what I just saw is one is because I have 2 Mickeys.
Now this isn't a pin, but I love those lanyard hangers, Baker. And they are hard to find.
Thanks, Jess.
Nice.
And that hangs really good.
Yeah.
And be creative. I mean, I would literally lay this out on a table and just lay the pins on it first.
Yeah.
And keep going. And then, like, there's a pirate pin missing here, because it says, there. It says Pirates of the Caribbean right in the middle. So they didn't want to cover that up.
Yeah.
And it's funny, I have this pin right here, And I just traded for one of them the other day. So now I have 2 of them. But so then the top of this, you do the same thing. Now this one, I actually put the wooden dowel through it.
Yeah.
A piece of wooden dowel, I cut a small piece, and then I would hot glue it. And what I do is I fold this over. I draw a line with a marker,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't have to play around when the hot glue's on there.
Yeah.
I get the rod through there. I roll it. I put the hot glue on it, roll it over, and I hold it. And I hold it down. And go ahead.
I was just going to say, Ann asked foam cord. No, it's foam core. So it's like a poster board, but it's got thin layer of foam on the inside of basically 2 pieces of poster board with thin foam board. You use it for backing of like pictures and stuff. You can get it UV protected, and they call it foam core, CORE.
That's a good idea, Chris. I mean, you could do, and again, I just started this, and that's the nice thing about doing things. Just started.
Mm-hmm.
Let people add.
One tip, you may have given this out to Baker before I joined. One tip I always gave for people when they're making like a layout like this, or if you're putting them all on a pin board, lay them out where you want all your pins before you actually stick them in.
Yes.
So that you have your placement where you like it and where you're happy with it before you actually push in and make it harder on yourself.
Yeah. Well, this is a good 2 pins to be on because of that comment. So most of the pins on here are bigger pins, but then I had Baby Mickey, and Baby Minnie as pirates. And I had to find a special place for them to sit. I think I moved them 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, they look good right there because it's right over that. And it just worked.
Jesse says you need to fix camera 1. It shows your pin board, not you. Not sure.
Camera 1 is showing my pin board.
Yeah. Jonathan Jones says foam core architects use it to make models of buildings and stuff. Yeah, you can use it for that too.
Is that right? Yep. No. What did I do? I don't think that's right. I have all 3. I don't know.
Is one of them showing duplicate or something?
Well, it's not on the stream.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, let's see if that works. I'll keep. Yeah, that seems right.
I like those, Baker. Pirates theme ones are ones that I've kind of recently started collecting more of. That and Haunted Mansion themed ones, those are nice.
If I come across duplicates and I can trade for them, I'll think of you. I'll do that. And again, some of these are lanyard series, and some of these just came out in what they They used to have packs of 8 pins
Mhm.
for $19.99. 8 pins.
Back in the good old day.
And then it went to 6 pins.
Yeah.
And then it went to 5. And now it's 5 for 30.
She says if you bring camera 1 into the stream, it would be a duplicate shot. Yeah.
Well, but why do I want camera 1?
She was saying, do you want that on something different? I don't know why you've got it in there twice, but that's got to be the same camera.
On mine,
And
Jess,
now your audio is duplicate.
Okay, so 1.
Debbie, have a good night. Hope you feel better, dear. Take care.
There it is.
Have a good weekend.
I fixed it. Hello? Hello? Right.
She says that.
I see what she was talking about. Because if I turn the camera, now she can see me up top. Off the...
Those are nice.
Yeah, thanks. And then on this one, of course, you put a
pirate
lanyard, yeah. So, and I'm not going to put anything away today because I don't have to, or today.
One of my favorite lanyard hangers, I've got a Mickey head that I think it's from probably China Pavilion, but it's a Mickey head made out of coiled dragons. It's really cool. A deep red. I'll show it to you
I've seen that.
It's awesome.
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
All right, so looks like some of my pins are starting to fall off. So let's try to find them when they get bounced around. Now, I will tell you, when I moved, not one of these suitcases went in a shipping container. Oh no!
Wow.
These all stayed
with you,
with me in the van. So this is I call this my set series. And it looks like a couple came off, so I want to get them on before I start. Okay, the fairy tales.
I hate to do it, Baker, but I think I'm going to have to tap out.
All right. Well, thanks, Chris.
I've been in this chair for over 12 hours today. I'm a little done with this chair.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
So I could sit and talk pins all night.
I know.
But,
we'll get some rest. We can do another night. You're always welcome.
Well,
and if you see me in, just throw me an IG and I'll throw you the link. Thank you. And thanks again for everything that you did for the recognition. That was fantastic.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Good night, Chris. Thanks.
Have a good night, buddy.
Thanks. You
Take
too.
care.
And then when one amazing person leaves, another one comes in.
Hi.
Sorry, how long have you been sitting there?
I just got here.
Okay.
Really, truly. Like, I was just like, oh, sure. Like, I was clicking the button as Chris was leaving.
All right, so I'm going to take that out of there. So
now it's going to be, I don't know anything. Hi. I don't know anything about pins.
Who does?
Chris does. You do.
Oh. Hello. All right, so, well, pins.
Are those the Seven Dwarfs? Oh, they are.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to stroll through this one. So, this is insane. I keep saying to myself, I have to stop.
What's insane? That you have so many?
Yes. Well, we were talking. So I said, well, you have 9,000 pins. So if you sold all of them for $1, you'd have $9,000. Like, yeah.
It's just true.
So, but then you have pins that are worth more than $1. I went, oh.
So you have 9.
9,000. You can say
You have
it.
9,000. Wow. That's a lot of pins.
That was the count when I left Maryland was, I think, 8,200.
So you've bought almost 800 since living in Florida.
I've
And you've been in Florida 6 months?
I've traded over 600 pins since I've been here.
Oh.
Traded. So
Oh,
this
okay.
lanyard was a fun lanyard to make because I did what I had in the set series. So, and again, this lanyard is one that I haven't changed the bottom yet. And I don't think I will because I'm not really losing that much. Oh, that's where I had those two.
So you just hang these straight on the wall, right? Or
I
from-
get a piece of oak dowel
right.
and then hang them on the wall.
So
And
you don't
right-
really even need that ring on the bottom.
Well, the ring on the bottom I found, you need some weight
Oh, true. Okay.
to keep it taut. Even though the pins are heavy,
Mm-hmm.
you needed something to keep it taut, keep it from swing. See, this is why these pop up.
It's kind of thick right there for.
I'm gonna take, yeah. I'll just leave them off. That's why they fell off in the first place. These are old pins. Oh, good discussion have. All right. Is it possible one of these pins a scrapper? And yes, because this pin here has these two little metal nodules that when you put the rubber thing on your lapel or on your lanyard, it won't spin. But this one doesn't have them.
So it's
This one
the
doesn't
Disney
have 'em.
ones that do have the little bumps, right?
Right. But
That's
see,
what I
here's the tricky thing. I've checked this with a magnet. It's not metal.
Oh.
And so it's legit.
Huh.
And there's no flaws.
So was it
There's
just
no
an
flaws in
older
this
one?
I think it may have just, got missed in production.
Oh, okay.
And the date on this one, meaning it may have just, this is 2001. Maybe
I
a
have
bunch
pins
of them didn't go
then.
through the machine to put those on, or I don't know. But there is
Have
a
they-
difference. Let's see.
Have they always done the little dots or the little bumps?
Real Disney pins should have at least one.
Okay. I have pins
Meaning
somewhere.
some
I
of
think
the
there's
really
two.
tiny Kingdom pins have one. So here's something interesting to look at.
Hi, Kelly.
Hey,
I
Kelly,
feel like I
Mickey,
should
what's
meow back
up?
at you, Kelly, because you always meow at me, but I don't meow. So
You don't know how?
no, I know how. I just
Well, how do you do it?
well now I can't because you put me on the spot.
That was on purpose.
I know. Meow. It'd be like I don't know. Just here having my snacks.
So, Kelly, I sent you the link if you wanted to jump in. So, this and this are two different sizes. And see, I'm going to take these off of here.
Like the emblem the emblem part?
Yes,
Oh, the one on the left looks a little bigger.
right. But you see how this has a cut in it just because it's the pin, and this one doesn't. So, couldn't they have just put this here and that there? No, because the whole pressed it the same.
Oh.
They just took this one, like when you're adjusting your font,
Mm-hmm.
you would just go down 2 numbers in your font and it'll give you this. If you
Mhm.
go up, it'll give you this.
Right.
So that's why I still think these are legit,
Okay, that makes sense.
because it's exact same placement.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't have those. So that was some concern of mine. Oh my goodness, come back. Running 3 monitors, you lose your mouse sometimes.
I lose my mouse with just one sometimes. Well, also I have a battery mouse. I just flashed myself with the thingy. I have
Wow,
a.
that's a sound bite.
I know. See, it's got like the little laser beam
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. Anyway, I blinded myself. I need to use my words more carefully. Okay, so it'll turn off, like it goes to sleep after 15 minutes. So like during a stream, especially when I'm not using my mouse. Dang it, Jesse. Anyway, it goes to sleep and I go to like try to use it, but I have to click, and anyway, I lose my mouse. This is not funny.
So let's go back. So there are a couple of these.
Does Miss Piggy
And
have a
again,
necklace?
What's that?
Does Miss Piggy have a necklace on?
Let's see.
That must be what that is.
Yes, she does. She's got pearls.
Okay. It
So-
looked like a beard, so I wasn't
Yeah.
sure.
So what had happened was the reason I put these two down the bottom is because when I started this, I didn't have those two. So now I have all six. And they're all
Oh,
hidden
nice.
And they're all hidden Mickeys. And this pin here
Oh my gosh, Jonathan.
that's worth a lot.
Which one? I'm sorry. Show me again. I got distracted by chat.
This one here.
Oh, okay. Oh, I bet, because that's
Or Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Wow.
I'll reset those one day,
That's cool. That's cool.
and I'll try to go.
Um,
a
is
little
your
slower.
table so that you can rotate your lanyard?
Is my table what?
Like, can you turn your lanyard
I
so it's going
can. Yeah.
vertically?
Let me just move a couple of pins here.
Or I can just hang out like
Good.
this.
That was a good idea. I'm surprised someone didn't suggest that sooner.
I think it was easier when I was watching on my phone because I could kind of tilt my phone. But now that I'm at my computer,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
fine.
like,
That makes more sense. So
God,
again,
I can
these
say
all
something
ha-
smart at 11
Yeah,
o'clock
these
at
all
night.
hang. And now I'm just going to reposition my light and the camera.
There we go. Wait, is that Porky Pig?
No,
Oh,
it's
never
one of the
mind.
pigs, one of the three little pigs.
Yep. As soon as I asked it, I
Yep.
remembered.
Now we're gonna.
I like the seven
right
dwarves. Those
here.
are cool.
Who's missing?
You don't have Grump? Oh, you do. Okay, you have Sneezy. Sleepy.
It's something that
You don't have
and Tina-
Bashful.
Bashful, exactly.
Yeah.
I do have him, but I didn't have him when I made this.
Ah.
And these are all this from here down was hidden Mickeys.
Oh.
And
Oh,
you could
because
only
they're
get
hats?
those- What's that? Yeah.
Oh.
And you can only trade hidden Mickeys from cast members.
I didn't know that.
Just move this a little bit more. And he's got a chain on.
Who has
And
it?
she's got her balloon. I'm glad you said something about that. Now everybody can see him really well. Bashful, yes. It does look like Porky. That's right, Kelly.
It took me a second. I was like, wait a minute. That's not Disney. Yes, the cat has made an appearance. That's why I didn't hop on earlier, Jesse, because I was sitting on the couch and he was in my lap. He needed some snuggles, I guess, because I was gone most of the day.
So now this series here has their letter on the box. And the
Oh.
the music boxes that you crank
Uh-huh.
and the little guy pops out.
Mhm.
That's what these are.
Yeah, like a Jack in the Box.
Yep, Jack in the Box. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Doc, Dopey, Sneezy, Grumpy, bashful, happy, and
Do you have all 7?
I do, but somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
I've found them since I started collecting this.
Nice. Oh, cars.
Ooh, Kelly, look who I have.
You have Duffy.
No, right there,
Oh,
Kelly. Look.
I'm excited about Duffy.
Oh, don't look at W.
Oh, good Duffy.
That's when Kelly got in. That's Doc Hudson. She's Doc
Oh,
Hudson.
is she?
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot
she
that.
is.
I can't keep track of who everybody is. I forget. I didn't know that.
I tried
That's
writing them down one year.
Mm-hmm.
It was last year. Oh, I got a cramp in my
too.
hand.
Well, and this last time I was typing them, but I was also driving, and so it didn't work. I did like 5.
How
and
did
I
you
was
do
like,
that?
nope. Well, probably not as safely as I should have. So I stopped. It got too complicated.
So you like Duffy pins, huh?
I like Duffy. I like teddy bears, and
I
so
like
Duffy,
this.
teddy bears and Disney is just like the perfect.
I like this series.
Oh, he's so cute. His little
These are really
outfits.
cute. Let me just pick it back up and bring it back up.
Aw.
So that says Duffy. He's played baseball and he's got a Mickey hat.
And he's red, white, and blue.
This one, I guess, is Switzerland, Scotland, maybe Canada, and China.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's US. So I've got a couple of them. And I think
Would that
he
be
was
Germany?
Germany, maybe, yeah.
Oh, I
Oh
was
no, that
thinking
was
of
Germany.
that one.
Yes.
The later
Yep.
hosen, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. I haven't worn later hose in a long time, so I forgot.
Let's put 'em-
And there's 5, and
Where are you going?
I didn't collect the whole set. They're hard to find. And then these are hidden Mickeys also, and that's what are we doing?
Sorry, everybody.
Is that a cat butt? Don't be showing that on my stream. Gosh, YouTube will kick me out.
It says the man who walks around with a troll that's naked.
Hey.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I didn't think he would just stand there.
So this is the guy with Figment. I don't remember his name.
Oh, the professor?
Yes.
I
And
don't
then
remember his
this
name either.
is Captain Hook, Aladdin,
Jafar?
Yep.
Sorry, Nick.
Peter. Oh, there they go.
At least it was
Right
the
on the
cat
table.
tush and not my tush. Nobody needs to see that.
So then we
Peter
have
Pan. Okay, quiet.
Peter Pan, Goofy, Donald Duck, and Pinocchio. And there's still a couple more that I don't have of those.
Oh.
And this is going to drive me crazy tomorrow. Because I'm not putting any of this away tonight. So let's take a break and look at pin boards.
Okay.
I'm going to stand up. And yes, I have pants on.
Thank you. You don't need to see a Baker tush either.
Baker tush.
No, I don't need to be big. That's not necessary. We can stare at the.
Be good, Jess.
I liked your Mickey sticker thing that you had on your pin table.
On my pin table, yeah, that when I was using it, that's
true, Nick.
That's where I would set my center.
Yeah, no, I thought that was brilliant because then you're not like
and I know
wiggling around trying to figure out where you need to aim, and yeah.
So again, little things like that make a big difference.
Yep.
So seeing that I'm still not getting a great picture with the camcorder, or it's not my camcorder, it's my
it's not really focusing.
I'm going to go ahead and hold Where's my shoes?
Some Baker leg.
Yeah, Baker thing.
I see hidden Mickeys.
And Mickey's. All right. So welcome to my pins.
Hold on, everybody.
We're on tour. So this is. Let's see. Yeah, I left it in the garage. I meant to bring it in. That pin or that frame was black.
Oh.
So what I did is I took paints that I had. I took a sponge. You know those round real sponges that you buy? They look like a sponge that you just pull it out of the ocean. And I cut it in pieces.
Oh, okay.
And then I just layer blotched all the
cool.
colors.
Nick has a question.
Can you
Do you have an Evil Queen pin?
Do does a bear give birth in the woods? Wait. Oh, no, we're going over here. Okay, so this is what I was talking about.
Jeez, Baker. Okay, wow. That's a lot of pins.
Like that.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a new series.
See, I have never been an Evil Queen fan, except for like then as of last Saturday, all of a sudden I'm like, I need some Evil Queen stuff. I gotta embrace this Evil Queenness.
So this is my villain's frame.
Oh.
And this was a picture frame.
Mm-hmm.
I took the picture out and I designed. Let's see if I can move something here. Sorry, don't need to move so fast, you guys. See, this is all my junk.
You don't need to
I'm just going to do a quick tour so everybody goes, okay, what's he hiding? I'm not hiding anything. There's a table with stuff. And then there's totes and totes and totes. And then here's my shelf.
Oh. Cool.
And this is my closet. And this is my workstation. I made my workstation in my closet.
Cool. Very nice. So do you just have that like throw in the middle of the room then? Was that what that
This
like a divider?
Yeah, well, it's temporary.
Yeah. Cool.
Just for my background.
I like it.
It's a big piece
Oh,
of
there's a
furniture
chest.
we used to
Okay.
have.
I see. Cool.
And then I put this on this
I
on one
like
side.
that. Oh, so pretty.
And then I put this one on the other side.
Oh,
Today is going to be amazing.
very cool.
It's just a backdrop. And that's theater. Right, so what
Yep.
I did, I moved that to move this. Those are not Chris's.
Oh, I think I have that book.
Oh, I just bought that.
Oh no, I don't have that one yet, but it's in my cart.
Get it?
Right? Isn't that on Shop Disney?
I don't know, but it's
I
big.
think it is.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
Is that how much yours is?
Probably.
60?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's worth getting. It's
Is it?
beautiful. Yes.
Okay.
And I'll just open it in the middle, and you can just see it just has so much information
Oh, I need that book.
of how much detail went into making Disneyland and Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry if I'm
awesome.
going too fast, but I wanted to do show and tell. All right, so this was just a regular frame, and I don't know if I got it at Goodwill or where I bought it. And I took the picture out, took the glass out, and it was pretty pristine. It was pretty clean. Sorry, 1 second. That's just weird holding something. I don't have my gimbal. I need to turn my light. There we go. And I liked it because it was clean.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did is I got gold paint, and I just lightly went over the gold paint that was already here. and it turned out nice. And then I built, I'll turn it around. I build my own backings. Now
Oh,
that's cork board,
okay.
okay? But I use something different on the front of the cork board, and then I layer it with black felt.
I like it.
And then here are my evils. And that's the tick tock of my clock.
I can
Oh.
hear it.
Yeah. And that is one of my coolest pins.
Chernabog. That is cool.
Yeah, but watch. You can't see. His wings go down.
Oh,
Yep. The guy, I'm going to give you a picture of my ceiling for a second.
that's
And
fine.
now they're
Oh, and they're
open.
back up. That's
And
cool.
he traded me a pin that I had probably 2 or 3 of,
Uh-huh.
limited editions. And I have no idea. I don't know how much that one is, but it's worth probably 10 times more than the one I traded for.
Wow. That's cool. That reminds
I
me of the
like-
float
I like this
from
one.
Spectro.
The Jafar. This
No.
says Walt Disney World. Which
Oh.
one? Spectro Magic.
Yeah.
Which where?
The Chernabog one.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
he would open up on the float.
Yeah. So these are all my evils.
Evil Queen.
Yep. Evil Queens.
Oh, another one.
And more, yep. She's around.
Another one. Another one.
She's busy.
There's bowling pin ones? Interesting.
Yes, they have bowling pins. Yep.
Huh.
So that can't go to there now. Because we have a shoe this one. So this
Ooh, I like this
This-
next one.
was a mirror. And the
I
mirror
like
was
it.
broken. It was cracked. And I think I got it for $1 at a yard sale. And then I brought it home, cleaned up all the old paint. It was nasty. I have another one of these identical to this in my garage. It's brown. And this when I made Halloweens.
Cool.
The thing you need to remember is pins are heavy. They're really heavy. And this has some nice detail. Pins are very, very heavy. So make sure when you support them on your walls, if the pin hanger you're using says it'll hold 10 pounds, then use 2 of them.
Okay.
So this frame, this edging was brown. This edging was brown.
Mm-hmm.
So I took gold paint and I painted it.
Nicely done. That was
Because
really good.
This was gold. Oh no, this was white. And I painted it gold. And used my same, the way I do my backing. And these are all rides.
Oh, right. Oh, cool. Oh, the old test track symbol.
Yep.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh. Those are cool.
And then this one, this frame, I did the same thing. This was white. The whole frame was
yeah.
white. And then I just took a really tiny paintbrush. And I painted all the swirls that were on here. And all those little dots.
Wow. That's very
Yep.
tedious.
It was, but it turned out beautiful. It was worth it.
You put a lot of time into your frames.
I do. So
Wait,
the
can you
wall,
go
these
back
are
to the
curved.
left?
What's that?
What's the one to the left of the like Fab Five? What's that one right there?
That's Michael Jackson.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Captain
the
EO.
little. Oh, I thought it was
Captain
like the
EO.
Little Mermaid and Michael Jackson. I was a little confused.
Yeah.
Okay,
Look at that one.
was he Captain EO?
Yes.
I didn't know that. That ride was gone before I ever went.
Spectro Magic.
Oh, Spectro. I worked that parade every night when I was a CP.
That's an original Disney MGM Studios 1989 pin.
Cool. That's neat. Kelly loves your pin frames, Baker.
Yeah. Thank you, Kel. And that's I love that. It's a
That's
dangle.
a cool one.
It's a dangle. And then this was pins.
Oh, I've seen that one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There have been 2 or 3. Look at that one.
Oh, Zippity Doodah. That's cool.
And then I bought this online during COVID.
Oh, wow.
It's one of 500.
So
And
somebody
it's got
put pins through
leather.
the picture?
Yep, the pins. Yep.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. That's the placement of them is really cool though.
Oh, what's missing on Walt?
Well, his little pin thing, like his
tie
lapel
pin.
thing.
His
Yeah.
tie lapel. Yep. So this was early on. Look at his hair.
Yeah.
Early Walt. Yep. And then here's all my aliens pins that I got during COVID from Canada. Well,
Oh.
all these from a guy online that would go to the Disney store every week
Wow.
and buy me 2 of each of these.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then I'm gonna kind of this is anyway. So here's a GoPro.
Oh, yep.
There's one of my lights. I have it on a microphone stand. Oh, you see the totes?
Mm-hmm. Are those
Okay,
all pins?
There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. There's 14 totes. Those 14 totes didn't get shipped here.
So since you've been there, you've acquired them.
Those 14 totes hold 50th merch.
I need some 50th merch. I don't have any.
It's crazy.
I want the backpack, the sweatshirt I want keychains. Just like collect keychains, magnets.
Look at him.
Aww. He's cute.
He's got a tail.
Yeah, he does.
And then over here.
Your fingers are covering the.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do this. Oh. That's an old one.
Mm-hmm. That Mickey looks like an older one too.
Oh, yeah.
Of the figurine, yeah.
And there's an old one.
Yep.
It's just stuff. And then my daughter says, just let me know what's going to sell on eBay. When you die, I'll sell it.
So
That's just a
thoughtful of
glass.
her.
That's a kid's milk glass.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm not mistaken.
Neighbor had those when I was a kid.
Yeah, because I think Welch's jelly came in these.
Yep.
Yep. And there's a mini that I don't have yet, but I have to get it.
Oh.
So what you see, like, there's a bag. That's lanyard with pins.
Okay.
You haven't seen these. You haven't seen. Well, you saw those. So there's 2 more bags there. And then there's these. There's a bunch of them. There's 5 or 6 more there. And then, oh, my bright light. This is my Buzz Lightyear bag.
Oh, you had that one out the other night.
I did. But you all didn't get to see it for that.
Jeez.
And that's all pins.
Wow.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yep.
It's crazy. Oh, but it's fun. It doesn't hurt anybody.
No, it doesn't.
No, so
I think it's neat. I think collections are fun.
I think what I'll do is I'm going to turn around and take a break here.
Okay.
And I'm done showing pins for the night because then I can just. Thanks, Jess. I have 9 frames, and we're going to take this one.
There we go. That's better. Thanks. Right. Just a second. I think my dog needs to go out. I'll be right back. I gotta find my mouse. There we go. Baker, you're muted. I can't hear you. Am I the only one that can't hear you? Oh, Jesse says you're muted. Still don't hear
That's
you.
it.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we'll just take these.
We'll be right back.
Okay, thanks. I'm going to take these out, Jess. Leave. Hopefully I'll do this right. Leave. And there we go. Now it's just me. I think the last number is 9 or 10 frames I have in my garage. Thanks, Jonathan. And I'm getting ready. Once I get this, I think I'll start making pin frames and showing people how to do them.
Cool.
I think I'll start with the lanyards first and then switch over to the pin frames. The reason I wanted to make pin frames is about 3 years ago, I went online and I just Googled it, and there was 2 people making Disney pin frames.
Wow, that's it?
Mm-hmm.
That's surprising.
Now there's hundreds.
Oh, I'm sure.
Now there's hundreds. But understand, and I'll stress this when I make the pin frames and why I make them the way I make them, is because trial and error. When you're carrying a pin frame down a hallway and you're getting ready to hang it, and you bump a door jamb and 20 or 30 pins fall off. And you just go, oh. All the time you took to placement. And Chris was talking about that earlier. Placement. Placement is important. Is this mic working? That was a joke I put out there. Is this mic working? Placement's real important to me. But I'll tell you, and learning the hard way, make sure you have a good supporting wire in the back, and if you don't know how much it weighs, the easiest way is to get on a digital scale, weigh yourself, and then pick up your pin frame and reweigh yourself and do the math.
Mhm.
And if it says it weighs 5 pounds, use 2 of those 10-pound hangers because they're just little. You
Yeah.
just nail them into the wall and then put your wire. And just make sure, again, make sure that wire is really secured good. There's 2 of them here or the one on the floor, my big one's in the other room, but the one on the floor here, it doesn't even have a wire on the back of it yet because I haven't put one on. But when I do it, I'm going to get a really good things to secure the wire. And I'm not going to let the wire have a lot of slack in it. I want it to be tight. So when I do hang it, it'll maybe sag about an inch to half an inch, but I'll put my nails here.
Mhm.
That way the frame, 4 inches, 5 inches on top of the frame, when it comes down, then you still have 2.5 inches and nobody's going to see the wire.
Yeah.
Oh, Katie, good night. Did you?
Good night, Katie.
Thank you, Katie, so much for my. Oh, I keep forgetting what they're called. For my thumbnail, that was so
Oh,
amazing.
did she make your thumbnail?
She did.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
She does great work. She's just phenomenal. Katie is amazing.
Yeah.
And that's
awesome.
an easy word to say. Is she is amazing, and she's very talented. And Jess, the same way with Jess.
Mhm.
You know, I can't thank him enough. I mean, and you know how important that is because you can't do this without people that want to help.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. But going back to making the pin frames, a lot of things to keep in mind. Placement. What do you like? How's your pin going to stay? Because I will tell you, I'm not going to go back and turn on this other cam. But the newer pins, because I can show you actually on the camera we're on. The newer pins, and I can make myself big. The newer pins, my little handy dandy, and I turned that light out. Turn that light back on. Sorry. The newer pins have, I'm going to take this right up to the camera. Can you see? I'm going to try to get it right at the camera. Can you see how that pin has like 2 rings on it?
Yes.
Okay. So these little things, well, that's not supposed to happen. Right here, it looks like a ring, but it's really not.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little like mark that they mark all the way around, like a little divot all the way around.
Yeah, like a little notch.
Yep, like a little notch.
Okay.
So you would think it has something to do with this when they put that on.
Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't. It's when people use whatever they use for their pin frames, once it goes in, whatever it is, cork or whatever, kind of seals around it and makes it more difficult to come off. But what I've found is, looking at it, guess what? How thick is most cork boards? Pretty thick.
Yeah.
So you have to have something in front of that cork board.
Okay.
That's the secret that I'll show you when I make mine. You have to have something there that if this pin starts to move, it'll be stopped by that piece of whatever you are using will hold it. And a lot of people don't know that. And I have the solution, and I'm going to teach people that.
Cool.
And
that's interesting.
I thought about it for a long time because I wasn't gonna. And see, this is an old pin, and even this is old. This pin's from, I think, 82. No, not 82.
Oh, that's old.
Not 82. I'm thinking something else.
Well, it's older than me if it's 82.
No, pins didn't start until real pins didn't start until 2000. 02.
Oh.
It
A little bit of
even
a
back
difference.
then there's a notch. And the
Oh, wow.
old pins, the old pins used to have little brass squeezy things on them.
I remember
And
those. That's what mine have.
like the old tie pins, right?
Yeah.
That's and that there's something in that little closure that grabs that thing.
Mm-hmm.
But now that they don't use them anymore, I'm using it to keep the pin on the board. But like I said, the piece of material I'm not going to disclose until I start making my pin boards, and I'll show people.
Okay. So people will have to tune in to watch.
Yeah, tune
Find
in to
out.
watch. But thank you. So, did you see the pin that I got from Gideon's
No, I didn't. Oh, wow. That's cool.
when I went in to get Pete's cookies?
Uh-huh.
I got that.
Those were so good.
Oh.
Well, I only had one, but it was so good.
Everybody keeps saying, "Who's this Pete guy? Who's a Pete guy? Pete guy?
Pete guy. That Pete guy.
Do you have one of those?
I didn't know.
No. Ooh, look at it. Isn't
How
it
did
pretty?
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
No,
I'll have
I'm
to
sure
let
I
you
didn't
know.
get one.
It's you didn't get one. I'll have to get you one.
How is that even possible?
Yeah. So anyway, it's getting late. Thank you so much for coming on and saying hello. And what's your kitty's name?
His name is Cappuccino, but we call him Cappy.
Cappuccino.
Freaking out.
Cappuccino.
He can't hear it. Cappy. I think he's. So I'm gonna put him down because he's actually. Oh, you're okay.
No, I'd rather tear your curtains down. So, and something that I did the other day, because it's hard to show pins sometimes because your camera doesn't want to focus. So I had these pieces of cork. I don't know what they went to. And
I think he's actually
I
having a
took a
little
black
seizure.
marker. I took a black marker to the cork.
Oh.
And that way, if I'm just displaying a pin, I can go like that.
Oh, that's a good idea. I like that.
And you get a good focus because now it's focusing on that. And having
Yeah.
good clean
Hi, Stacy.
fingernails.
It matters.
Why, Stacy's been here the whole time? Oh.
Yeah. Okay,
Stacy?
Stacy, that makes me feel better because I didn't even think about it until right then when Baker held it up, and I went, "Oh my gosh!" Because I put all my pins on my visor, and I didn't get a Pete one. I got Viapre. Baker, did I get one from you? Yeah, I did.
I don't have one. I
You don't have
pins
one?
yet.
Okay, I did get a pin from you then.
That's something
Okay, so I
that
have Viapre.
that's something
Round
that
Table.
my technical designer
Tina.
producer is working on.
Okay.
That's
Gonzo didn't take his. I didn't get VP's. VP didn't take his either because, well, he had a lot going on, but he also, like, it was a non, like, he was thinking of it as a non-YouTube weekend. So he didn't take any of, like,
right.
his streaming stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
I got those, and I got one from Tina.
I mean, I have to
Enjoy.
start little Tina, enjoy. I didn't get one from either of them.
Maybe Pete will mail me one when I get my coin for the induction. Do you think?
127.
Yeah.
127. I know your number. I
Give me
know
a-
because it's a theater thing. So when you're
Oh.
wait, Tina.
Yeah.
Tina's quiz too? See, I didn't get one.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Hi, I'm Chris.
Gotta take it up with those ladies, Stacy
Hi, I'm Chris on the Disney
and
thing.
Chris. Oh gosh, that was so funny. Chris walks into Pete's house,
Pete still
hugs
thinks
Gonzo, and Ed walks over to me and sticks his hand out and says, "Hi, I'm Chris." And I'm like, "Hi, Chris."
And it wasn't until 2 seconds after that I felt so sheepish.
It was funny. It's stuck now.
And then I went
Oh, okay.
somewhere. I think I went into the kitchen.
Yeah,
Gonzo
you went
was
to go.
behind me,
Yeah, to see Pete with something.
and
Yeah, you went to go check something out.
and Gonzo goes behind me and he goes, "You know, you didn't say hi to Pete."
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, so? And he's like, it's his house. It's like, oops. Oops.
Yep.
Oops.
Yeah.
But
Because you walked on through and they were like, Pete, did he say hi to you? Pete's like, no. I was like, well, he introduced himself to me. They were like, what? I was like, yeah. He hugged you guys and he came
I
over and he's like, hi, I'm
I
Chris.
think it was nerves.
Yeah,
I mean,
I get it.
that was a whole that was a super humbling weekend for me.
Yeah.
It really was. I mean, to let somebody come into your house and take over your kitchen, and not
Yeah.
only take over it, but take
Oh,
over it
you
and
took over.
put it live on a streaming platform.
Mm-hmm.
That says a lot.
Yeah.
And I was kind of overwhelmed with some of the people that you're meeting. I mean, for the first time, like I said, after like a couple seconds, I'm like, oh, okay, well, we've been on
Yeah.
the street before. The Sebastian the Crab, Jeanette, that one got me.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize her at all.
That was so funny. I know I was not in. Well, I was in on that joke, but it was not my plan because when you were coming back, you were like, "Oh, let's tell him that she's like somebody else and see if he recognizes her."
Yeah. Here.
Yeah,
Okay,
the kitchen had not burned down.
we have the
To send the pin, I think.
yeah.
That's what Jonathan's. Yeah, I'll have to do that.
Pay your respects to him. Yes,
This is
I
true.
understand. I
My
understand.
my weirdest moment of the weekend was when Gonzo and Ed and Pete picked me up for lunch on Friday.
Mhm.
And like walking outside my hotel, like I knew they were coming to get me, but I didn't know what car they were driving. So I'm texting Gonzo and I'm like, okay, what car are you in? He's like, the gray car, gray SUV. So I was like, okay. And there was a car right out in front of the hotel, a white one. I was like, I saw a gray one pull in. I was like, are you guys behind the white SUV? He was like, yeah. So there's this pillar like blocking me from the car. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Okay, I have to walk out. Like I have to take a step out and they're going to see me before I see them because I have to like look at the car to make sure it's them. And then I just hopped in the car with 3 random guys that I'd never met before. Which sounds so crazy, but like I've talked with them all and they're friends and like I completely trust them. But it was just like the idea of like, oh, yep, getting in a car with 3 random guys. But we had a lot of it was a lot of fun.
For those of you that are maybe listening for the first time, or maybe catching this on replay or watching this for a second time, that know about our YouTube family and our YouTube community, what Annie just said is it's a fact. It's who does that nowadays,
Yeah.
and that's how tight this community is, though. Same thing.
Yep. It's
When
family.
yeah, is yours the right car? Right. Yeah, Jonathan. I mean,
I know.
you hear things every day. And it was the same way when I met VP and Arlene. He says, why don't we go to Universal? I'm like, oh, okay, great. I've been to Universal once. And we were meeting Yachty there. That's all I knew. I knew
wow.
Yachty was going to be there. And I had been on her stream and she had been on mine. I was just like, okay, this is cool. And still, but they have family with them. And that's kind of like, wow, okay. And I didn't know that, so I rolled up on Yachty's family and was like, wow. It's like, and they were all talking to me like they've known me forever.
Mm-hmm.
But when I remember we had to park. I parked. No, I drove in, but VP drove with me and Arlene drove their car because they both have annual passes for Universal.
Okay.
So you didn't have to pay for parking. So he says, well, let's meet. I think we met at a KFC parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, great. And we'll meet there. So I'm sitting in my car and I get a text, we're turning into light right now. And we're here. And they were literally parked right across from me and I didn't know it was them.
Oh,
and I get out and I'm kind of looking.
Yeah.
And Arlene gets out and like runs towards me with her arms open.
She's so
and I
sweet.
just did the same and gave me a big hug. And it was cool. And then here comes VP, gives me a big hug. He goes, "It's really nice to meet you." And it was the same way when I met Katrina and when I met Gonzo. I remember Gonzo picked me up. He just gave me this big bear hug. And I've said this before. And then he put me down and hugged me. And then, kind of like when you're ready to release from a hug,
Mm-hmm.
then it was like that long of a hug.
Yep.
And it was really, and then I just looked at Katrina and I said, "You do hugs too?" And she's like, "Yeah, come on over and gave me a big hug." But that's needed sometimes in this community. We support each other. We have prayer groups,
Mm-hmm.
that are on Instagram and stuff like that. Hey, Elena,
Mm-hmm.
welcome. Aloha. And shoots. She'll get that.
Okay, because I didn't.
In the time that I joined, I just lost a job.
Yeah.
And that sucked. But when one door closes, another one opens, and I'm glad this one opened. I was super, super humbled. The night of recognitions. I was, if the first time I got nominated, I almost fell out of my chair.
Yeah.
And the second time I got nominated, I almost fell out of my chair. I'm like, how many? There's too many people. What was this? Wait a minute. Wait. Stop doing this stuff, Jesse. I introduced myself to Nanette when she was sitting with Preston. I said, "I just wanted you to know, no matter what your husband's doing."
Sure, Stacy.
That's not true. And it was the thing. It was just the thing I needed to get me out of my funk. And go back and watch my first 2 videos. Oh my gosh, I deleted 2,
Mm-hmm.
and I shouldn't have. I should have left them.
Yeah.
But they were after my first. But the first 2, they're terrible, and I left them.
I think I've seen them.
But the other 2,
watched.
I deleted them a while ago, and guys was like, "Don't do that."
Yeah.
And VP, we were all talking. He said, "No, don't do that, because it shows growth.
Shows your progress." Now, yes, I was there when they were talking to you about that. We were talking off stream.
I've gone back and I've gone back on other people's channels. You got a day that you ain't got nothing to do. It's pouring down rain outside, and you got a cold or whatever, and you're laying in bed. You want to go and research Pete's. Research Big Fat Panda. Research and go back and watch Resort One TV.
Resort TV 1. Yeah, I was thinking that. I started watching them before they had 10,000.
Holy smokes.
They've come a long way.
I work to my perfection, because I'm a perfectionist at some things, not anybody else's. I was sitting here listening to Pete's stream, and I was working on trying to get this stuff up, but then I got engrossed in sitting and looking at all that stuff Chris was showing us, and I look up and it's 2 minutes after 12, and I'm like, there goes the chicken. But I'll continue, to do this until it's not fun anymore. This is fun. I like this.
Good.
I like meeting new people. I thought I had a great time.
Oh, I did too. It was awesome.
That was your first time in Baltimore?
First time in Baltimore. First time meeting anybody in our community. So, yeah, it was really cool. It went by way too fast. I wish it would have been like a week-long thing.
But there's next year.
There's next year.
There's next year.
Hopefully it works for me.
Well, and again, she said, "Ha shoots." Roger that. Let's see what she says now.
Okay.
So we our Castle Life. What is up? All right, which one is it? Is it Larry?
Hey guys.
Who
it's my
stays up
West
late?
Coast friends.
Right. Who's staying up late?
They really don't live that far from me. Just a few hours.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. We
What time is
figured
it?
that out at brunch on Sunday.
What's it?
Yeah,
What time is it there? 11?
11:45.
11:45. Okay. Thanks for coming in.
Hi, Andrea.
They were great to hang
No,
out
Andrea.
with. We were
Is it
Andrea,
Andrea.
yes,
Andrea.
Andrea,
Okay.
yeah, Andrea.
Andrea.
That's my
I
sister-in-law
know.
is Andrea, so I say Andrea. So
I
that's
know.
cool.
Andreas.
They were cool to hang out with.
Yeah.
I remember that when they came into the dining area and I was sitting there with Vanessa and we were eating, and she says, "Do you know them?" And I'm like, "No." And then like Pete came over, and Pete said, "Oh, you don't know that? Let me introduce you." And then Pete introduced me. I was like, "That was cool."
Mm-hmm.
And we chatted. We chatted that night. Larry and I chatted for a while, and we chatted at the baseball game. And I got a picture of them at the baseball game. And they're both on their
Nice.
phones doing stuff, and it looked like they were like just they're always seems like they're. I mean, if you look at their streams and they're always doing something
Yeah.
and keeping busy, and they have a good time doing it. So that was pretty cool. And again, look, if we wouldn't step forward, we wouldn't step out of our shell,
Mm-hmm.
to go meet other people and be a positive in the community. That's the best part I like about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like we were talking, where I make magic, you never know who's going to walk up to you. I mean, we have sightings all the time. There's so many people, entertainers and stuff that come to the parks and stuff, and you hear about
Mm-hmm.
where they are and where they're going, stuff like that. It's just like you and me. I don't recognize them. So if I were to wait on somebody and
Oh yeah.
the
Well, and
woman,
that's not why you were there.
exactly.
And actually, you would get in very big trouble if you acknowledged them.
Sure.
But that's besides
You know,
the point.
the woman, there's the woman that played. She had like the third main role in The Help, and I waited on her last year.
Oh,
And
cool.
actually, it was Dapper Day last year, and I waited on her. And then like people came out of it like, "Did you wait on this person?" And they're showing me like pictures. I'm like, "Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know." And they said she had on a yellow dress. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I waited on her." I said, "She's very nice." Yeah, and I don't know.
Joey
You know?
Fatone was in my parade section one night when I was doing pack. And I couldn't, I could talk to him.
Right.
So parade audience control. I
Okay.
worked on Main Street. And he was sitting right outside the Emporium with his family. And I couldn't, it was so cool. But, I couldn't. It's not fair to them to acknowledge and freak out. And plus, I would have lost my job if I'd done that. So,
Yeah.
but it's just, yeah. It took me a minute. But, my first clue was, you see, because he had a guest relations person with him. So I saw the gal in her uniform. I'm like, who are you
Wait a
here
minute.
with?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
We have a request.
Oh, geez.
We have a request.
Andrea, really? It's too late for this. It's too early. I don't know what it is. It's just not okay. Oh, he's got clothes on tonight. This is good.
Yeah. And it's the backside of Seymour.
The clothed backside.
The closed backside. Yep. But in a couple hours, what's going to come around here is the crack of dawn.
Jeez.
Look, he's got a tattoo. I gave him
He does have a tattoo.
Yep. So now he's PG.
Well, yeah. I don't know if that qualifies, but it's better.
Thanks, Andrea. But I lost my focus. But one of the things we have to do as cast members when we're on what they call show support is you go out and you interact with the guests.
Yep.
And then when the couriers come out with the products, you help them put the products up on the shelf. But you're constantly interacting with guests. Good morning, good afternoon. They have a birthday button on, happy birthday, or they need a birthday button and you make them. And I was in zone 3, right across from, if you were to go out zone 3, the jewelry store is there.
Okay.
And to the right of the doors, I noticed there were two ladies sitting on the
The late
concrete
peep
on
show.
the late peep show. Yes, but we didn't show you the tattoo he has on the front.
Yeah, let's not.
Well, it's Dumbo. Um,
Yep, we went there.
so, and the one woman looked like she was consoling the other person. So we're supposed to be attentive to what's going on. So
Yeah.
I kind of watched for a couple of seconds, and it was hot. It was really hot outside. So I go out and I got down on their level. I said, how are we doing today, friends? And the mother says, I think she's a little overwhelmed. She's having a panic attack, and I think she might be a little bit dehydrated. And I said, okay. I said, is that her water? And she goes, yeah. She says, it's she doesn't want it. Well, that's a clear sign
Yep.
right there that somebody's dehydrated.
Mm-hmm.
And she had been crying, and as she lowered her hands, she was totally flush.
Oh no.
And I went, okay. I said, are you aware that we have a first aid area? And she's like, no. I said, okay. I said, well, it's right through here. I said, if you'd like to go over there, I said, I can help you walk. We can walk through the building, or you can walk down Main Street, turn left to Casey's. And as I was saying that, the girl's just looking at me like, and her mother said, all right, well, thank you very much. And she looks right at her mom. She goes, Mom, I want to go. And I said, can she walk? And her mom said, yeah. And when she went to get up, she barely got up on her own, and her mom had to help her up. I said, are you sure you can walk? I said, because I don't mind. I can get you a wheelchair, and we can get you there. And she looks at me, and she goes, I can make it. I said, okay. I said, well, they'll put you in a bunk, in a bed. And I said, they'll help you out. And I helped them out, but that's part of our job.
Yep.
It's when you say part of your job, it's part of making magic.
Mm-hmm.
You want that experience that they're having to be a good experience.
Yep.
I know all about people being dehydrated and spending hours. We called it the infirmary back then.
Mm-hmm.
My son, when I took my son's, I was a chaperone in my son's high school class. My son didn't drink enough water the day before they marched around Epcot with the marching band. Or that day, he didn't drink enough water. And the next morning, we leave breakfast and we get 3 feet inside of Magic Kingdom, and he's hugging a trash can.
Oh, man.
And I knew exactly what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Right up to and here I got, 9 kids. So I texted 2 of the other leaders, and I said, okay, here's what I'm doing. I'm putting this one in charge. This is what I got going. They're going to meet up with you in a half hour.
Yeah.
He says, okay. So we were in the infirmary 15 minutes, and he says, I got your group. I said, great. So, and then half hour later, Adam's back up. Water, electrolytes, Gatorade. Electrolytes, Gatorade. And he fell fast asleep. But we have to look out for the guests, because we want that experience that they're having, because it's not a good experience. We want it to be a comfortable experience, even though it's not a good experience.
Yeah.
So her sitting on the ground wasn't a good thing for her. It's hot outside. Let's put her to where there's a cot. It's air conditioned. She can cool down.
Yeah, and those first aid centers are nice.
Yeah, and these are real nurses.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. Yep.
Real nurses, real doctors. I mean, they got it. And I think if this was my daughter or my wife or my mother-in-law, how would I want somebody take care of that? And that's how I do it. And I just wanted their afternoon experience or evening experience to be a whole bunch better, because I did what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
So, and I like it. And again, that's the same thing too. And when it's not fun anymore, or I'm not feeling the magic, then it's time to pass the baton on to somebody else. but hopefully that won't be for a long time because
I hope not.
I really enjoy doing this.
Yeah, I
And
miss
I
it.
enjoyed
And just
today.
hearing you talk, like I'm living vicariously through you some days because I miss it. I loved
I
my
went.
internship there.
We went and saw Drawn to Life tonight at
Oh,
Circus Soleil.
cool. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, you went live on Instagram for a little
Yep.
bit, right?
Yep. Took my in-laws and
Neat.
for my mother-in-law's Mother's Day and my father-in-law's birthday, and we had amazing seats. And the girl sitting next to me was a past cast member
Oh,
there.
cool.
She worked there.
Oh,
And
neat.
she knew um, uh, the crumpled up piece of paper, the person who played the crumpled up piece of paper. And it was 20 seconds in, and I had already had tears in my eyes. 20 seconds. Yeah, 20 seconds. So if anybody out there, you want a good experience, you want to go see an amazing show, go see Drawn to Life and Circus Soleil and talk about
That
some
was good.
amazing performers. They were fantastic. And to tell that story they told through motion, it was fantastic. And that makes, and again, it's just like regenerated me of why I do what I do. Because all those people did that. Oh, it is fantastic. Go. You got to go see it, Andrea. You really do. Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Same with Disney has the similar policies.
yes,
I'll just leave it at that.
yeah. Well, safety's number one.
Yeah.
That's all I say. So, well, everyone, thank you so much for coming in, and the gracious guests that came in. I appreciate you, and Annie, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me. This was fun.
You're very welcome. And come back in. It's like I said. Throw me an IG sometimes. My head gets spinning sometimes because I'm all over. But throw me an IG or just tell me in chat, Chris, check IG. There's no clowns in the crowds, right? No, there's no clowns. No clowns.
Oh, I didn't know
No.
there were clowns in Lanuba.
Yeah, I saw that one.
I never got to, which is well, I mean, you would think that I would have gotten around to living there for 5 months, but I was too busy just going to the parks and PI.
Yeah.
I didn't go to
So I appreciate it, and being with you. I don't want to say in front of you, but being with you in that that humbling weekend, and we got inaugurated, and I can tell you, I don't know if you know my number because I'm in front. So, but in front of me is 124, 125, which is a WDW couple, which is funny because that's the very first channel I ever started following.
Really?
And they still lived in Pennsylvania.
That's so cool.
They still lived in Pennsylvania. Ask Josh. I mean, Josh was in, gosh, like the third week of October. And I mean, I've known him in chat, and I've seen him, so I kind of know what he looked like. I was in the Emporium, I was making magic, and he was in the middle, and he was in line, and I was just walking around, and I saw him, and I said,
cool.
I'm sorry, sir, that line's closed. You'll have to go to another register. He just looked at me and goes, what? He goes, I've been standing here. He looks at me and goes, Chris? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah. He goes, how you doing? It's like, yeah. He said, no, seriously, cool. Can I stay here? I said, yeah, you can stay there. It's just my place. And we went outside and we got a picture, and it was
that's
and
cool.
I think he was the second picture. Yeah, he was the second person I took pictures with. Of course, the first pictures I took with were the VPs, because they kept harassing me.
Of course.
But yeah, it was really cool. But his was the first one that we literally stepped out on the main street and took a picture. And so cool. I felt really cool that he was in front of, in front of me.
Yeah.
And the cool thing what I did is I backed up the stream a little bit, and I have a big TV in my living room, and I
Mhm.
got my camera out, and I backed it enough, and I paused it to where it just showed. I forget who his icon was, his character, but it said the WDW couple and the number, and I took a picture of it before they put. It was just that, and you had all the people down at the bottom, and then Pete, but it didn't say WDW couple. It just said the number
Oh,
and
okay.
his character. So I took a
Uh-huh.
picture of that. I stilled it, took a picture of it, and then when they put the WDW couple, I waited, and I'm a perfectionist, so I waited till everybody was looking like straight, you know, and I took a picture of that, and then I sent it
That's
to them and
cool.
congratulated them. Because that's big stuff. I mean, that's pretty cool. They work really hard for a community, and
Mhm.
he trains real hard for his runs. And I said, okay, well, I'm gonna run with you. And he's like, oh, well, you'll have to catch me. It's like, okay,
Okay.
but he's a lot of fun, and he's a great photographer. And I like going back and looking at the way he does his B-roll. You know what B-roll is?
Kind of. Isn't that like not editing?
Yeah, B-roll is like I'll wear one of my hats, and I have my GoPro on my hat, and I'll just walk the parks all day.
Yeah.
That's B-roll.
Okay.
And then I just bring it home, and I haven't done any editing. If you look on my channel, you haven't seen any editing. I've got 2002, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Since 2002, I have all that. I have still pictures and editing. I could do so much stuff, and I haven't
Yeah,
started
you
any of it
could.
yet. I haven't
Wow.
started any of it yet. And when I do, it's just going to be this cool stuff. But again, it's if you're gonna do that, the one thing that everybody says, and Pete is the best teacher at this, consistency. You have to be consistent.
Mhm.
So when's my bake night now? My bake nights are Wednesday nights. Wednesday nights, baking with the baker.
Yep.
Come on in. Denise, what's going on? Good to see you. Oh, she's up here. Oh, she's up here. Gosh, can't find her. There she is. Oh, Hannah. Shoots. Roger that.
Almost.
What did they say? Is Chris
Just taking over for Garrett.
Oh, no.
Garrett's actually sleeping tonight because they're at Disneyland.
Yeah. But it's
But they
cool
did it.
because I did put on, who did, they saw, Jonathan put that up there. Let me find it. He said they saw somebody.
Oh yeah.
Here it is. Yeah, here it is.
I don't know who that person is though.
Ian McFerrin. Walked by Monarch Moments tonight in Batu and Disneyland.
I'm gonna
Ian
have to.
McFerrin. You have to Google it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I would ever notice him.
Does he mean McFarland?
McFarlane? Ian, there's an Ian McFerrin. He's a musician. This one showed a musician.
Oh, I was looking up on IMDb, so that must be my problem.
Yeah, he's a musician.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'll tell you, in life, you meet people, and I mean, I've done some crazy things where I jumped up on Randy Travis's stage and took a guitar pick off of his microphone stand.
Oh, cool.
They didn't kick me out. Vanessa was with me.
Jeez.
I've
Did she
seen
disown you for the night?
No, I've seen like Paul McCartney 6 times, 6, 7 times. Does anyone explain white lily flower to you for making biscuits? Yes, I know what white lily flower is. What do you want to know? They sell it here. I mean, I can get it here. It doesn't come in big bags, though. It comes in much smaller bags. It says here, white lily flower locations. I'm looking at the stores that carry it around here. Publix. Says I can get it at Publix. Yeah. So the difference in white lily flower, it's unbleached. It's just like straight flower. It's unbleached.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But going back to what I was saying, which I totally forgot, the person Jonathan was talking about is Ian
Okay.
McDermott. Oh, okay, yeah.
That is what.
Oh,
Okay.
that's so cool.
That is cool.
Wow, that's cool. Thank you. Thanks, Stacy. Look at that.
Jesse.
Right.
It's been a long day.
But yeah, it's met Toby Keith,
Oh, he's my favorite country.
Shelly Wright,
Who?
Shelly Wright,
Oh, I've met Sarah, right?
country singer Shelly Wright. No. She had a hit song called Jezebel. She opened for Toby Keith at the Naval Academy, and I was doing crowd control and backstage crowd control.
Wow.
I got to meet him, got my picture taken with him. He's pretty cool. Down to earth guy. But Doug Stone, Clint Black. The thing is, they're just entertainers.
Yeah.
And I when I see people sometimes now, and they'll come in and they know because they hear. Yes,
Jesse,
thank you so much.
Like Jesse would like to know she can go to bed.
Yes. Well, we had a conversation the other night. She goes, "Well, I don't like to go unless somebody says."
Yeah.
I said, "That's cool, Jess."
Good night, Jesse.
Good night, Jesse. Thank you so much. Everybody, give Jesse some love. Stacy, we're friends, right? Okay, stop telling me what to do.
She's starting to yell at you.
Stop telling me what to do.
You can't yell at 3 a.m., Stacy. Or 12 a.m. It's too late.
See, Gonzo puts up with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put up with it too. So, yeah, but they just have a different job. Cal Ripken, I flew with him on a plane. I met his parents.
Cool.
I met his parents in a Heckinger's. It's just they just have a different job. Oh, you want to hear my you know what? We're gonna sign off and then stay here backstage. And I'm gonna tell you a story.
Okay.
Everybody that hung out. Oh, thank you, Denise. I appreciate that. Yeah. Well, you know what? It's not their fault. I like this comment.
They were good.
Companies getting in ruts, and until they have somebody to pull them out of a rut, they're going to stay there. And I know that because I've been in this business a long time. They used to have really good products. That's why they got a good name. That's why they were able to be there. And now there's a bigger line over at Everglades than there is at Sprinkles.
Really?
And there's a reason for it. Yep. So, and Everglades makes amazing donuts. So I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. We're going to be baking on Wednesday. Annie, where are you going to be this week?
I'll be with Gonzo on his channel on Monday for game night. And so far, I think that's all I have planned.
All right.
Oh, no. Just kidding. Thursday night late, I'll be on with the Obi-Wan watch stream with Gonzo also.
You guys did that this morning also, right? Yeah.
Yes, that was yeah.
Yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Yesterday morning.
This morning. Last night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew,
what time is it there now? Yeah, it's 3 o'clock.
It's 12:07 here.
Yep.
It's way past bedtime. That's what time it is.
Here we go. Pronounced like Dennis. My name is Turkey, but I'm English, and we're in Greece since just before the. Oh wow. She doesn't want to say the blip again. Oh, okay. Thanks, Dennis. Thank you for correcting us. I appreciate that. See, I'll remember that now. And see, that's what's good too. And because we're not talking, and then that's so helpful. I actually put it in my phone. I have so many names. I have it listed under notes, and it says YouTube names.
Mm-hmm.
because I take the name and then I don't know the name of the people. And I have to put the
Yep.
name of the people, and there
That's
goes the
smart.
chicken. There goes the chicken. But we appreciate everybody coming in.
Yeah.
I'm Chris. I'm the Disney Baker, and this is. Go ahead.
Annie
Tell
Coog
everybody you know it.
86.
Yeah, that's right. And I bake on Wednesdays, and I'm going to be doing pinned talks on Fridays, and then sometimes I'm going to jump into parks on the weekends. Now do live stuff in the park. I am a baker 40 years, a pin collector since 2002, and I collect Disney merch. And this is the pin layer. And I thank you for coming in. And Annie, I appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
And I close my show this way. TTFN, ta-ta for now. From Winnie the Pooh, and Tigger's my fave. But peace, love, and pixie dust hugs. And pixie dust hugs are going to have to do for now until we meet in person. So for Annie and myself, and for Chris, who is sleeping soundly, thanks for coming in. We appreciate you. And I always look down at chat real quick, and everyone's saying good night. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye. And have a good night. Have a good morning. What was that? What they said on the Truman Show? Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
There you go.
That too. Well, until we see each other again.